The whole of the African civilization trick began, like the Mary Seacole myth, in the 1980s. Books published before that time make no mention at all of any of these cultures.
Really?
Here's a standard work by Arthur Cotterill, published in 1980. Yeah? No mention at all of any of those so-called cultures.
Really?
Nothing about Africa, in fact. One possible explanation is that Eurocentric historians and archaeologists have suppressed information about these empires. Another would be that they are mostly late 20th century inventions.
Are they? Are you lying, Simon? Why are you lying, eh? This book right here by Alan F.C. Ryder was written in, or should I say published in 1969. So how exactly is African civilizations, or the thought of African cultures and civilizations like Benin, a new invention from the 1980s? Or plus 1980s period? You think it's just this book? There's also this one as well. This is a book by Thomas Edward Baldwin, published in 1819, covering the culture of the Ashanti Empire, from their architecture, their government, their clothing, their water management, sewer management, all that stuff. So exactly how can Simon say it's only from the 1980s onwards that you see books and publications going into detail about African cultures, as though there was nothing, no evidence of African culture before then, and we just started making this stuff up? Can you explain that to me? Simon, I know you're an old man, and I know maybe you're struggling with memory, but you're not stupid. You've done research. You know, I'm pretty sure he knows these books. He cherry picks for his audience because he knows his audience will eat up his Eurocentric bullshit. Simon, I can show another example. Here's a third example. Book by Graham Connor, published 1975. Again, 5 years before he says we start seeing books of made-up African cultures which didn't exist, blah, 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 blah. All that nonsense. There's plenty others covering different other cultures, like, for example, the Swahili. The Portuguese wrote an entire chronicle for the Swahili. I think it was the Kilwa Chronicle, where it was propaganda, it was nonsense, but still, they wrote about African cultures, they wrote about African history. So don't make up nonsense, Simon. If you're gonna talk bullcrap, at least try to be convincing, man. I know your people eat this up, but smart people do their research. It took me literally 5 minutes to find many of these books. Well, I've read them before, elements of them before, but still, don't play dumb, Simon. I know you know what you're doing.